been accused, possibly often, of missing things that are obvious. People may be surprised that you can be so good at your job but can completely fail to read the room or pick up on what's going on. You may have been called oblivious or away with the fairies or in your own little world. But that's not a flaw. It's a feature of autism, and it can actually be a huge strength in the workplace. When people accuse you of not paying attention, they're right, and they're also wrong. You're not paying attention, not to the things they're looking at. You're paying attention to something else. Most people are paying attention to the other people around them. They're observing behavior, expression, and body language, and using those cues to fill in the gaps in what people are saying. In other words, they have a kind of built-in predictive text function which allows them to form a complete picture of a social situation as they move through it, and that absorbs a lot of their attention. But most autistic people aren't doing that. We aren't thinking much at all about the people around us, and we definitely don't have a social autocomplete function. Instead, our attention is elsewhere. If there's an error in the plan, we'll spot it, and if there's a way to improve the efficiency of the underlying systems, we'll find it. We're constantly alert to risk and anticipating potential problems. Obviously, that kind of focus is an asset to an organization. Every team should have an autistic person on it. The problem is that it's easy for the people around you to misinterpret your difference in attention as a lack of attention. And after years of being called oblivious, you might have started to believe it yourself. But you're not oblivious. You're just using a different operating system, one which prioritizes different kinds of information. You're important, you're needed, and you're functioning perfectly.